Hello, my name is Ajay Gupte, and today I'm presenting Children's Literature Comprehensive Database Enterprise. The product is really designed from the perspective of searching, where it allows you to really find in detail various data points that really satisfy the need for your particular search. For this demo, we'll be using Module 2. This is one of the 24 different modules that are available to evaluate literature using multiple sources so that on a particular theme, we will develop a result set or a reading list that applies for it. So the theme today that is assigned by professor is environmental justice for middle grade readers. That is the assignment. No other parameters are really given, but we are supposed to find the best titles for this particular theme. For this, we'll be using CLCD Enterprise. Within, on the right-hand side, you will notice cross-genre topics that are divided between STEM topics and general topics. We'll be starting with this. Then there are reading metrics that you can use, creation and publication detail, which also includes the publication date. Within that, you can also see series, subject, publisher information that you can search by, in addition to a free-form search with keywords or title or other parameters that you can use or other fields you can use to execute a search. Searches can be done where all the words can be used, any of the words can be used. They can be used for exact phrase search or singular plural forms as well, where the root word analysis is done to to take the subjects and find the best matches. On the left-hand side, you will notice the audience and book type, where you can search by a reader's age, you can search by their grade, you can search fiction, non-fiction titles, as well as awards and honorees. So for our search, which is really built around the environmental justice aspect and middle grade readers, we can either just enter the subject environmental justice, or let's start for the sake of this demo using STEM topics. So we're going to start with environment. What you notice is that within environment, we have ecosystems where environmental impacts is one of the subtopics. Within engineering, there is environmental engineering. And then within natural world, there is environment as well. So let's select those two topics. And then here, we have been asked to really look at middle grade. So we'll select fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade as the range for it. Let's execute this search. We end up with 3,537 different titles. That is rather too large. Each result set is ranked by the most prominent title that has reviews that we consider to be of highest value given the criteria. Given the search that is being done, our job is to really refine the list down using various parameters, using topics, using age ranges, broad concept being honed down to narrow areas as well. So currently the search is being done for environmental impacts and environment, and then within that for only for the grades. So let's add environmental justice, or let's add justice as the word search that we are going to enhance our or limit the search further by. What you notice here is on the left-hand side, you have all the same parameters that are available that are also on the advanced search screen. Also, and let's try this search. Let's see how our search gets narrowed. Did not make too much of an impact. Likely that justice word is in many of the titles. So we'll take a now look at audience and book type. We'll take category of fiction as to narrow that down. And then further, let's use that search and then we'll hone it down by using awards as well. So we're down to 882 types, 882 titles. Let's also look at award winners now within that. So we'll select honorees as well as award winners. Let's hone the search further down. What you see now, we have 137 titles, much more manageable set that we can work with at this point. We have now refined by age, fiction, non-fiction, different topics. Now we can also look at content ratings and other parameters as we kind of approach it. And then we have award and award winners as well. So continue to refine the search. Our job now is to look at the reviews. We also provide AI reviews, which are the summaries of various reviews that are there. We also provide award winners and honorees that are important for search criteria or to really build the proper list that we are looking at from these 137 titles. Let's start with, with this particular title. What we notice is that it is a very nice award winner. It has won 19 different awards. Within Enterprise, what you do is when you look at a given award, you can not only see the title, but you can also see other titles that have won this particular um, book award. So, Indian Paintbrush Book Award is one of the 1,275 different awards within CLCD. We provide 275,000 different notation for each of the titles. So you continue to see, and you are able to look at the details. If a particular book is of interest, you can click on that and find its detail. For now, let's keep our focus on this title. We have now seen that this really does belong on the list. We are going to take this title and add it to the list that we created before for Environment 2026, and we'll save this list to it. Let's take now at Birchbark House, which also fits the criteria. The little heart here that you notice is part of our library. That's why that designation comes up. Our library is a very unique way within CLCD where a institution can take their mark file and then upload that into CLCD, and we will mark up all the children's book within that so that students, faculty, as well as staff, when they're looking at titles, they can literally narrow the search down to just their searches as well. This is a very important criteria when you're looking at building lists. You can therefore find the titles that are in-house as well as new house, as well as outside in the general domain of children's literature as well. We'll continue to investigate further as we build out this particular list. Let's now evaluate various titles as we are doing. Each title has state and provincial reading lists that are available, part of best book lists that are available. There are over 200,000 different best books and state and provincial reading lists that are there. Because Enterprise is a merged database, you will see within one view all the different awards, reviews, etc. This particular title has 10 reviews from variety of sources. We provide data from 53 different sources within that, so you get a variety of opinions on your reviews. And if the time is of essence, this optional summary is also provided where you can take all the reviews. Pros and cons are provided as well as themes that this particular title is appropriate for. We also provide sentiment index, whether the comments from reviewers are they positive or negative. In this case, about 22% were negative. And then some notable comments by reviewers are also provided, along with an average star rating for the title. This is not to replace your own analysis. This is in case you're looking at a quick way to get a summarized view of all the reviews that are there. Continuing on this journey as we move forward, um, we have now decided that the titles are appropriate. This result set that we are looking at is appropriate for the themes we have. Now our task is to really continue to add titles to our themes so that you can create the list for the professor's assignment. One White Dolphin, will take a look at that as well. What you notice on the top right are ratings for middle school. That is one of the parameters we are seeing. Assignment could be, or if you want, a collection of titles that are risky as well as perfectly suited. You can use this particular traffic light guidance system that is available for every record. And you will see that some of these titles are perhaps a little bit of a concern during a middle school. While they fit our criteria, they may be problematic at a middle school level. Looking at the subjects for this, you might see certain subjects that are of concern that really that really give you a heads up that this book could be about violence. It could be about teenage boys, could be about some teenage boy-girl relations, etc. Something where the educator needs to be a little bit cautious in case the child when we present this particular title to the child. Continuing to add these, you can build up your list as the list continues, and this can then be shared with the professor as the list gets built, or if you're working as part of a group assignment, you could take a list, you can take the list that we have been building and share that with anybody who also has an account on CLCD as well. CLCD permits unlimited number of free accounts for your staff, for your students, and your students also get 1 year of free subscription when they graduate. So this is an important criteria to keep in mind. This list can then be shared, and as people add and remove from the list, change log keeps track of those elements as well. Continuing on our journey to really build it out, now we have built the reading list. Our task is now coming to an end, where we have considered variety of reviews, where we have considered awards, where we have considered different parameters to make sure that the uh, exercise of creating this reading list is as comprehensive as possible. We have been able to look at different data. We have been able to look at most complete data set in terms of reviews as well as awards to fulfill our needs. The list can be then presented. It can also be honed. You can print the list out. You can import export the list, send it to another professor. You can collaboratively jointly develop the list if you are interested in collection development, or if you're looking at reading their collection as well. Same tool can be used. Same reading list can be used for a variety of criteria. You just have to do the searches and continue to hone it down. This particular way, where you can really limit the searches to your own collections, allows you to use the power of CLCD to limit it to your collection only. A very unique and important way of doing it. CLCD also offers an award search, which we can go into in detail at a later point, where you can search by an award by within a state or international awards as well, since we have the most comprehensive collection of awards that are available in the industry. Please let us know if you are interested in seeing a wider demo or deep dive of the database and what we can provide you, or if you're interested in setting up a trial, please contact us at sales@clcd.com. Thank you.